Over the last couple of days, the Diamondbacks' bats have awakened in a big way when the heart of the lineup is on fire and the team is hitting homers. One word, wow. Tonight, Josh Collmenter takes the mound and looks to make it 3 straight wins for Arizona. It's Philly, it's Arizona, and it's next right here on Fox Sports Arizona. Well, trying to turn it into an actual winning streak, these Diamondbacks. They have won back-to-back games. Return to their winning ways. We welcome you. And Justin Upton welcomes you to the great state of Arizona. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going toe-to-toe with the Arizona Diamondbacks right here on Fox Sports Arizona. Hi, folks. We hope your week has been a good one to this point. I'm Darren Sutton. You know by now, Mr. Mark Grace, and welcome back to the ballpark. Gracie, with all due respect to the other 7 outside of the pitcher in the starting lineup, there's one man that proves when he is in the lineup, the team is just a little bit better. That's why you receive MVP votes. That's why Justin Upton coming back has helped this club.
Yeah, Justin Upton, he is the rock in the middle of that order. He's the guy that whoever's hitting second in front of him is going to get a lot of good pitches to hit because they know if they walk him, they're going to have to deal with Justin Upton. And then also, because you're going to pitch carefully to Justin Upton, he's going to draw some walks. He's going to be on base, which makes the guy hitting behind him even more important, and a guy that can drive in a lot of runs. And Jason Kubel just might be that guy.
And really most encouraging, not just to see him in the lineup for the sake of being in there, but finally really driving the baseball. A sac fly, an RBI, and then a home run deep into the seats in left field. Glad to have you with us. Obviously a big night. The roster has moved a lot in the last 24 hours. We'll tell you about that, but also how Josh Collmenter maybe could affect his spot. Hang on to it and do so tonight. Brad will join us with that right after this. Ball is brought to you in part by Gila River. Gila River Casinos, proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Just a few minutes away from first pitch here at Chase Field. Just like last night, the roof is wide open. Game 2 of this 3-game series against the Phils. Tonight's starter is Josh Comenter, and to say that tonight is a big start for the D-backs right-hander is an understatement. Off to an 0-1 start. His ERA is over 10, but I talked to him yesterday. He says he is starting to find it. He's not worried about his mechanics. The key for him is being able to work up and down in the strike zone. Let's hear from Josh and his pitching coach, Charles Nagy.
Well, my pitches haven't gone away, and that's a good thing. My fastball, curveball, and changeup have all been there and felt good. It's just a matter of fine-tuning them, and I think it was all just mechanically. And to be able to throw down in the zone and then up in the zone when I want to, and it makes the curveball and changeup a lot better when my mechanics are how they're supposed to be. Everything works like a well-oiled machine that way.
You know, a lot of times you just put too much pressure on yourselves, and sometimes as players, as pitchers, as anybody, you just got to kind of get out of your own way after a while and stop thinking about so much stuff and just kind of let things happen. And a lot of times you don't realize that to a pitch or so during the game. You're like, oh, there it is. What was I thinking? You know, you give the hitter too much credit. There's so much stuff that goes on mentally in this game that, you know, the thoughts just, and it gets confusing in there.
He's hoping more of the same for Josh Comenter. It was interesting. Last season when he struggled, he typically bounced back with a nice game after that. So the D-backs hoping that is the case tonight. They're also hoping their offense is back. 16 hits, 9 runs last night. We are getting set for Game 2 of this 3-game showdown. The D-backs offense was on fire last night. Hopefully it stays the same tonight. Darren and Mark Grace back with a call in just a bit.
Onto the field. They're ready to roll. This club's been hitting. This club has been pitching. It is time to get things going for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Charlie Manuel still hasn't found the offense he wants. They did rat-a-tat-tat Joe Patterson last night and hit late in the ballgame. As a matter of fact, Patterson today was sent down to AAA, and they hope to get things right with Joe, the left-hander. But that's it. I mean, otherwise, this is a club that hasn't scored at all, and this is a long-time hitting coach that's been frustrated with them. Key injuries, certainly, but let's take a look at the starting lineup. Juan Pierre at the top of the batting order. Pete Orr gets the start. Jimmy Rollins, a shell of himself right now. Hunter Pence, Shane Victorino, Ty Wigington, Lance Nix with Brian Schneider, the veteran, catching, and Vance Worley batting ninth and on the mound. So we look at the numbers for Josh Comenter last time out. Arizona Ford brings you the numbers. And Gracie, you see 5 1/3, but you see 4 runs. I think you'll tell folks he was a little bit better than that.
Yeah, his line score wasn't as good as the way he pitched. He was much better the last time out, and he needs to build on that. I think he did a good job of getting his confidence back. Now he needs to go out, and he has to show it physically right here. Always a good start with strike one. We saw that last night from one Wade Miley, didn't we?
Yeah, we certainly did. A lot of early strikes. The catchers are ready. That one, a low strike. Pierre doesn't like the call. But Juan in the hole, 0-2. Has only struck out twice this year, so you may be ahead, but you won't put him away in all likelihood. Having a good year, Juan Pierre. That got a lot of home plate, too much. He missed his spot, and Juan Pierre is on. And instantly a stolen base threat. Despite being a little older now, he'll still swipe a bag.
Yeah, that's the thing that has really bothered Coleman all year long. Poor two-strike pitches. I mean, fastball right down the middle, 0-2. That's painful.
Was Montero trying to waste up?
Yeah, he wanted it up, and boy, it was thigh high right down the middle. I'm not a huge fan of that high, nose high fastball, 0-2.
Pierre's on the move. The throw by Montero. Got him! He keeps it up, Miguel Montero, like a cannon from behind home plate.
Well, that's as good as it gets. Coleman did a really good job keeping Pierre close. Pierre had a very poor jump, and Montero makes him pay. I mean, this thing's waiting on Juan Pierre, one of the better base stealers in the game, and it was waiting on him.
Very different inning, a confident pitcher now. Changeup for strike one, and Pierre is gunned down trying to steal. That is twice he has been caught. That is 3 stolen bases. Miguel now at 50% on the season. A strike. And he sends him right back to the dugout at the knees. That'll do it for Orr.
3 pitches, 3 strikes.
Shortstop number 11, Jimmy Rollins.
Haven't thrown a ball yet.
Has not missed out of the zone. You're right, 6. They've all been strikes. Here's Jimmy Rollins. Well, what a career he has had, but where do you start with this road trip for the veteran? The average is at 242. He is 3 for his last 29.
Yikes.
And he takes high, 1-0 the count. A free agent last winter. With Utley injured, the Phillies really had no option but to bring back one part of that veteran middle infield. He gives that one a ride. The ballpark holds it up and puts it away. A 1-2-3 inning for Josh Colementor with a little bit of help from his battery mate again, Miguel Montero. Defense flexing their muscles. Kirk Gibson maybe a little bit of momentum for the Arizona manager. Still making the choice today to keep Ryan Roberts out of the starting lineup. Roberts will tell you in part it's his decision. I would imagine it was Kirk Gibson's decision. For Kirk Gibson, game number 18, his 18th different starting lineup of the season. Parra, Hill, and Upton, Montero, Kubel, and Goldschmidt. What makes it different than the others is that Ransom and Bloomquist for the first time are in the starting lineup. 18 different starting lineups with Ryan Roberts out of the lineup. So hopefully
trying to stay with the hot hand and Cody Ransom.
Vance Worley, fourth start of the year. Boy, was he good in San Diego 5 days ago. Big right-hander. He and Colementor battled for the lower tier of that Rookie of the Year race. Had a good year last year, 0-1 the count. What do we know about his stuff?
He's got a very good assortment of pitches. That means he's got a good, solid fastball. It's not overpowering, but he's got a good slider, a very good changeup, and usually good command. There's that slider. And he is one big old boy.
The 1-1. A little cut to that fastball to grab the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Boy, if that isn't a pitcher's pitch.
I was going to say, Ed Hickok so far, pretty generous strike zone for both pitchers. This could be a low-scoring ball game.
The 1-2. Curveball, fly ball into left center field. Over to make the play is Shane Victorino. And he puts that one away for the first out of the inning. Let's take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies defensively. Juan Pierre in left. Shane Victorino in center. Hunter Pence is the right fielder. Wigington, Rollins, Orr, and Lance Nix at first base. Brian Schneider catches. Hunter Pence back in there.
At least they got somebody back for the middle of their order. Hunter Pence, a good one.
A good one and a unique player. Charlie Manuel was none too pleased to leave him out of the starting lineup yesterday. Pence banged into a wall earlier on this road trip, this West Coast trip.
Hurt his shoulder.
Hurt his shoulder, had some discomfort. They actually checked it out here locally. Boy, good looking pitch is called outside. And when a member of the media asked Mr. Manuel about, hey, didn't he bang into the wall and kind of tweak that shoulder? Mr. Manuel said,
well, you have to ask him. It was 5 days ago.
So he was not too happy. Gracie and I were in attendance for the session.
So, how's Pence doing? His arm's sore. Didn't give you much else. Got a sore arm. Well, what part of his arm? I don't know.
He didn't even know. He didn't even want to talk about which arm. He even said, I'm not even quite sure which arm. You better go talk to him. So, to me, what that is, and we love Charlie Manuel, that's a hitting coach who's become a manager whose team isn't hitting. That's what that is.
He needs all his hitters he can possibly get in the lineup. Just missed the outside corner. 3-2.
Every time a Diamondback player knocks one out of here, and there were a couple last night, Fulton Holmes donates $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. Popped up, beat him with a fastball. Nix and Orr get together. Pence is coming in as well. And it's the second baseman, Pete Orr, who has spent a long time in Washington, Atlanta, playing in the National League East. Here's the man at the top of the marquee when he's in the starting lineup, but we hadn't seen any of this until last night.
And we didn't hear any of that. The bat making that big-time sound that really there's only about one guy on the Diamondbacks that the bat makes that kind of sound. And that's all due respect to Chris Young, Miguel Montero, but this guy's bat really makes a sound like Willie Mays's did, or I played with a guy, Andre Dawson's bat made that sound. Goodness.
0-1 the count on Justin Upton on a good-looking curveball. Fastball doesn't get the call inside. 1-1 the count. So Arizona the last 2 days, the bats, and Upton's been out there, they have awakened. 15 runs, 11 extra base hits. Heck, they had scored 10 runs in their previous 5 games. That pitch is high. 2-1 the count. And the other thing they've done the last couple of ball games is hit with runners in scoring position.
Well, that solves the world problems when you get some hits with guys on second and or third. Just challenged him right down the middle and beat him.
Worley's approach has a little bit of cowboy to it. He's just out there. Let's go.
I mean, this is center cut.
Gracie talking about Kubel benefiting from Upton being back in the lineup. As the 2-2, good-looking take, 3-2 the count. Expound upon that quickly.
Well, he's going to get more opportunities because people just don't pitch to Justin like they would other guys in the lineup, because no pitcher wants to give up a tape measure home run. They don't want to be embarrassed. I'm sure you know that feeling when you give one up a long ways.
In on the hand, strong enough to muscle it out into left field.
It's good to see, isn't it?
I think that thumb's close to heel.
I think you're right. And going back to my point, Darren, and this is all due respect to you, but there's not a pitcher in this game that hadn't given up a long home run. And it's a bad feeling. And Justin, when he catches hold of one, he hits it as far or further than anybody in the game. I think last year, of the top 10 longest home runs, like 5 of them were Justin's, weren't they?
Yeah, he was number 1 in average distance.
And a pitcher doesn't want to get embarrassed. So that means Jason Kubel is going to get a lot more opportunities such as this.
Kubel waits on deck. Parra takes over the outside corner for a strike. Or Montero, I should say. So no wrap on the thumb anymore. The thumb is not wrapped up. He grips those batting gloves just to remind himself to make a fist on the bases. No protection. That's good. Into Montero. 1-1 the count.
But I think also a hot Jason Kubel on deck is going to get Miguel Montero a few more pitches to hit. Love to see Miguel get on one of his hot streaks. We've seen Miguel carry the ball club for weeks at a time.
High fly ball left field off the end of the bat. Pierre calls for it. Juan Pierre puts it away. Upton singles. He is stranded through 1. We are scoreless. A quick reminder, as you enjoy a cold one, look forward to Miller Time later in today's game. It's brought to you by our good friends and partners with Miller Lite. Well, here is that man with the unique approach, but it's an approach in Houston and in Philadelphia that has netted a ton of positive results. Hunter Pence.
This guy doesn't do anything smoothly. I mean, he's very unorthodox, but boy, does it work. The stance is unorthodox. The running style is unorthodox, but he's very fast. The throwing motion is strange, but he's got a good arm. A teammate of Ryan Roberts at Texas Arlington, right?
That's exactly right. They played together at the University of Texas at Arlington. So I guess we could say safely in a blanket statement that fine university, I'm sure both of them learned some good baseball, studied hard there, produces unique guys.
That's pretty well said. There's a couple of unique guys. What's going on there, Darren?
Well, they're ready for the game, I think. As that one is fouled off. I'm going to be honest with you. We've talked about rally caps, like that's a good rally cap. But I think those guys have decided to get the rally mask on. Their club is really not hitting.
I think they're going desperation. Strike three on the high fastball. He got that one where he wanted to, up around the letters and right by Hunter Pence.
Let's bring in Brad Stanky a little bit more. I think we're talking about third baseman Cody Ransom. Hey, Brad.
How you doing? You guys did a great job last night documenting the incredible baseball journey of Chandler High product Cody Ransom. Spent a lot of time in the minor leagues, so when he gets called back up to the bigs, he's going to make the most of it, and that means playing through some pain. He's going to do that. Right now, Cody is suffering from kidney stones. His doctor told him we need to laser that, we need to take medicine. He said no to both of those because it would mean missing time. He's got a hot bat right now, but the guy is dealing with, what I'm told, an excruciating amount of pain. But, hey, if you're in the bigs, you stay here.
You stay and you find a way to get comfortable. Thank you, Brad. 1-0 the count as that one is inside to Shane Victorino.
You ever had those?
I never have.
Good for you.
The 2-0. Nice play made down there by our Gold Glover. Quick on his
feet. Have we got him tonight? Who have we got out there?
We actually do. That's Alan Myers.
Not a boy, Alan. And there's Sid Rosenblatt.
Doc is out
the good
there.
Doc. He's ready. One of our fantasy campers, year in and year out, Sid Rosenblatt. Dr. Sid Rosenblatt. He wants to make sure we say that.
He didn't look too good tonight. He didn't look very good.
No? What happened?
Just kind of looked terrible. High fly ball, well struck right field. Upton going back. The ballpark will hold it.
Well, I'm going to tell Doc you said he looks terrible.
Yeah, it just looked a little worn out. You know, a little tired. It's been a long homestand.
He's making friends.
Look at that little boy. He's going to cry in a minute.
We love Sid.
No, we do. We do. That's why we're getting on.
We like to give him some grief. Been at fantasy camp every single year.
Ty Wigington, back to the screen it goes.
Man, Sid's in his 60s and he can play a little bit.
Can he really?
He's not a bad player.
So he plays a lot better than he looks, then, is what you're saying.
Well, yes, he's a good player.
Okay. 0-1 the count to Ty Wigington.
Well, you're hard on Doc tonight.
Curveball, first one of the night. A show-me pitch. Certainly didn't get it where he wanted to, but at least the Phillies know that he has it. The right-hander out of Homer, Michigan. Did he just give up a homer? Down the line it goes. Foul ball.
Well, he left a change up in the middle of the plate. Maybe Josh Colemanter's luck's starting to change a little bit. When you're going bad, this ball hits the foul pole or the fair pole or whatever you want to call it. But when you're going well, then you can see it's plenty foul.
Good to hear you talking about batting average for balls in play. The 1-2.
Huh?
Pop foul up and into the seats it goes.
What's that?
You know, sometimes you hit a ball and, as you say, it's foul or maybe just squeaks by the infielder. It's not a hard hit ball, but it finds its way through. And other times, you know, the glove is there. The play is made. A little good luck.
Line out.
That one is strike three over the inside corner.
We'll talk more about that when we come back. Josh Colemanter, 6 up, 6 down.
Lead things off. Paul Goldschmidt will follow, and then Cody Ransom. Our Kia Motors key to the game. Got milk? Well, what does that mean, Gracie?
Well,
I know this is your key to the game. You've kind of taken the whole thing over, I guess.
Well, after my big league key to the game last night, and it led to good things, we decided to let me do it again. Got milk? Last night, do you remember the key to the game, Darren? Do you remember what it was?
I do. It was something about Oreo cookies and the cream filling in the middle.
Right, because the middle of the order, the Diamondbacks needed the middle of the order, right? Mm-hmm. The 2 chocolate outsides, they're fine and dandy, but it's not the same without that cream filling in the middle.
I remember.
Okay, well, they've added something to that Oreo cookie, that cream. Now, Paul Goldschmidt is in the lineup tonight, so just come on aboard now. How is that Oreo that middle of the order, that cream filling, and all? How's that Oreo cookie going to be even better tonight?
With a tall glass of milk.
You got that right. So the cream filling, boy, they were really good last night. The middle of the order. Now, boy, you add that glass of milk like Paul Goldschmidt, well, you can cancel Christmas.
Christmas is right around the corner, though. Wouldn't want to cancel it. It's pretty
There
good
he
key
is.
to the game.
There's your milk right there.
He looks like a young man who drank a lot of his vitamin D milk. Hitting homers.
Slugging
homers,
homers, sure.
Inside. Couldn't get the call. 2-2 the count. Now, when you get older like Gracie and I, you need to probably go with the skim milk and actually probably skip the Oreos. So just a glass of skim milk, no cookies. Inside corner, that's strike 3. That's more like skim milk there.
You like skim milk?
Sure.
You do?
He stayed stubborn with
I
that.
like that real stuff. Yeah, he did. Stayed inside. Great pitch.
All right, here we go.
Skim milk's like blue.
Really?
Well,
where do you
like
get your skim milk
blue.
from?
You gotta have some
Here is Paul Goldschmidt.
whole milk. I grew up on a dairy farm. We had to have whole milk.
Nothing better goes better with a big, tall glass of milk than tacos. And anytime the Diamondbacks score 6 runs or more, Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos with the purchase of a large drink. 4-6 the following day.
Good fastball poured right in there at 92 miles an hour from Worley.
Paul is 4 of 18 on the homestand with just 1 RBI and a couple of walks. Didn't get to start last night. In on the hands, diving play right off the grass, and a fine play in the end. Not an easy play. Goldschmidt was beaten inside. Common theme here, Worley working inside.
Nice pitch there. He just tied up Goldschmidt with that fastball in. Ends up being a really good play for Moore. On the short hop, smothering it and making the play.
Just
That's
to make
a difficult
sure.
play.
Just to make sure he threw that ball. He almost caught it. Here is Cody Ransom. 3 of 7, a pair of doubles, and a pair of runs batted in back in the big leagues. Right at the knees. That's strike 1. 0-1 the count to the veteran minor leaguer Ransom. He was an all-star last year in the Pacific Coast League. And that one is inside. 1-1 the count. Worley just 24 years old. Sacramento, where he grew up, pitched at Long Beach State. Breaking ball. That is a dandy pitch. But it's low. 2-1 the count.
That thing is just breaking right out of his hand. Hard, sharp slider.
He's thrown a lot more of those this year. Way up the slider usage. That one stays up and away. 3-1 the count to Cody Ransom. Families gathered at the ball yard. Some hot dogs and snacks. Look at that little one. And she is in heaven. Give me that, Dad. Yeah. Line drive, center field, base hit. Keep on keeping on, number one. Cody Ransom is 4 for 8 back in the major leagues.
Well, he does a great job of getting in a hitter's count. He likes to hit fastballs. He got it, and he just rifles it right back where it came. Right out to Shane Victorino on a couple 3 hops. Speed on the base pads with Willie Bloomquist coming up. Bloomquist down in the number 8 hole now. He's struggled this homestand as well, hadn't he, Darren?
Yeah, he has struggled. He has struggled dating back to Friday, the 13th day of April. He is 3 for his last 27. And one part of it's very uncharacteristic as the first pitch is into the dirt. In his last 27 at bats, he has struck out 11 times. And that's not Willie.
Now, he doesn't strike out like that very often,
including the last 3 games. It's the same kind of feel for him. Hot to open the year. Fastball is high, 2-0 the count.
Now Willie should be looking for something he can drive in the gap. Ransom has very good speed. Anything in the gap is going to make it a 1-0 game. Brian Schneider going to put down a fastball away. He missed with it, 3-0. Taken all the way, right down the middle. Now decision time for Kirk Gibson. Do you send the runner here on 3-1? I do.
Ransom can run, very athletic, always has been. Stays put, Willie on the ground, knocked down. Bobbled for just a moment, but recovers. Another single and another stranded base runner as we rolled on. Beautiful Arizona night yet again. The third inning is brought to you by Miller Lite. Visit local retailers and text road trip to the Miller Taste Team at 620-620. It's your chance to win one of 3 interdivision rival flyaway trips this summer. So the Phillies had a big last inning last night. Their final inning, they put 5 on the board. And there was a little bit of talk that maybe that would get them going in the right direction. Obviously against a struggling pitcher, but a major league pitcher is a major league pitcher in Joe Patterson. So I'll ask you, Gracie, if you are averaging 2 runs a game and you can't hit it all as a club and you have an inning like that, can you build on it?
Can you? Yes. Will you? Not necessarily. That
Upton plays it off the wall. No, thank you on a double. Nice play by Justin Upton. Lance Nix with a hard hit ball. Nix 5 for 19 this year.
But yes, you can build on it, as this ball is just right down Broadway, and Nix hammers that right off the middle of the wall. Nice play by Upton. Good read. And he keeps Nix at first base, and the double play still in order. However, I think a lot of times in the way the game turned, you still got beaten 9-5. So, you can look at it. Yeah, hey, we've proven we can score some runs, but by the same token, you also realize it's just kind of eyewash.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure. Inside and nearly got the corner. 1-0 the count to Brian Schneider.
For instance, Shane Victorino hit a 3-run homer in that inning. Good stuff. He can maybe build off that. Carlos Ruiz hit a solo shot. Well, he's not in the lineup tonight. So yes, it can, but it doesn't always translate. And also, if Josh Coleman has anything to say about it, shouldn't be a problem.
Schneider with a fly ball out to right field. Justin Upton makes the play. Fewest runs scored. That honor goes to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we have seen Pittsburgh come to town and leave town, hitting a little bit. Philadelphia is next on that list. Well, according to several close to Charlie Manuel in that dugout, he was going to read his clubhouse with a closed door for quite a while, the riot act. He was going to let him know about it. He had it. He was frustrated, and he decided not to after the 5-run inning. He decided to go ahead and hold off, figuring that maybe what you said, maybe there's one small growth or one player. But he had, by the 8th inning last night, officially had it.
Well, and I don't blame him. We talked about it during the game last night. From about the 3rd inning on last night, these Phillies couldn't get their at-bats over with quick enough.
Push to the right side. Kometch is going to think about 2. He gets it there, and it's bobbled, but he was taking it out of his glove.
Nice play by Colementer. That could have been a double play.
Left fielder,
he pounces on it quickly. Watch Colementer pounce on it quickly, and then as on the exchange, Willie Bloomquist couldn't make the exchange. And that's the right call at second base by Angel Hernandez. That was cleanly caught, and he was making the exchange. But no double play, and Juan Pierre with an opportunity.
Pierre takes a strike. Juan is 1 for 1 so far in this contest. He was 1 for 4 last night. But more than 2,000 hits in his big league career.
Really, Josh Coleman with a big old curveball.
Did you see Pierre's reaction? Where'd that come from?
He didn't know what to do with this. Hey, you're not supposed to have a curveball.
That's great. 0-2 the count to Pierre. Fastball just hanging around. He did get a meaty 0-2 pitch last time. They were trying to waste one high.
He got one there, too. Josh tried to come inside with that one and left it right in the middle of the plate again. You've got so many options, 0-2. So many. Fastball down the middle is not one of them.
You know, when you look at the outfield defensively, too, for Pierre, a slap hitter, what a fun alignment that is to look at. Kubel really shallow, playing like a dramatic right-handed pull hitter.
And, yeah, shallow and on the line.
That is a long way swung over, and Parra has gone with him from center. A little chopper right back to the mound. And in time for the out. Holmenter cleaning things up. 3 solid innings in a scoreless ball game. Jack in the Box. You can try the new Chipotle Chicken Club Combo. It's only $4.99 plus tax. AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. Back at the ball yard. Brad Stanky, Mark Grace, Darren Sutton, and you. Glad to have you with us. Our Nissan text poll. Now, who are you looking forward to seeing on this upcoming road trip the most? Who are you most excited about seeing as a fan? A, the Marlins and their new ballpark. B, the Nationals and their daunting pitching staff and their winning ways with Davey Johnson. Or C, the Mets, because we want to make sure we include them for the folks on Deadspin. 36929, text to 36929.
Yeah, they got a little upset on Deadspin, didn't they?
Well, I think it's good fun. And they should have known that you fought for the Mets. You on the air fought for the Mets.
I'm always fighting for the Mets and the Padres on E.
E could easily. Now, because of those folks, E has been added.
Well, it should have never been an issue.
All right. Josh Colementer digs in. Love that website, by the way. Felt honored that we were brought in. 0-1 to count to Josh. And we love going to New York as well.
Don't you go to a peanut butter store or something like that there?
Oh, yeah, right by NYU Peanut Butter Company.
You always claim it's very big league.
It is very big league.
But you've never invited me.
That's right down the middle. That's strike 3. All right, next time you come with.
I would love to.
It's a subway ride. You got to change subways, and then you get over there by NYU. He's in.
I'm in. I'm taking the train from D.C. up to
New
York. Yeah, I'm not. Are you going to fly with the team? Or are you going to take the train with me? Why don't you come on the train with me?
Should I?
Yeah.
See if I can just avoid the team the entire trip. Here's Gerardo Parra.
That's right. You're not flying with the team tomorrow. I am.
Well, you're a team player.
Well, very true.
Enjoy your flight. Scoreless ball game. First pitch to Parra. Takes it with him, but too hard. The old joke in Major League, too high. That was too hard.
That was a bullet. He got that one right on the barrel. I mean, this is a two-hop rope. Right to Pete Orr at second base. He's out easily.
If that gets by Orr, it may go to the wall.
It might get to the gap. You're right.
All right. Idea was a good one. Execution for Kirk Gibson just wasn't there. The idea was a good one. It's a team that doesn't take advantage at all of bunting.
Theodore is shaking his glove hand. That hurt his palm.
The 1-0. 2-0 the count, missing up and in. So Worley, his last outing was in San Diego. We know pitchers love to pitch there, and he certainly did. 7 shutout innings. He struck out 11 in beating San Diego 2-0. High, 3-0 the count. So we now know that Vance Worley and Ian Kennedy can hang high strikeout numbers on the Padres. And Kennedy is always good for 9 or more against San Diego.
Didn't he get like 13 a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago?
In a day game in San Diego, yes, he did. If you missed it a couple of days back on Sunday, Ian, a very workmanlike effort, had his average stuff, and he pitched like an ace because he pitched 7 innings to give up 3 runs. Well, he's earned himself a walk. So Aaron Hill is on. That's his 9th walk this year. On base percentage, a little bit below 350 for Hill.
Now
CenturyLink High Speed Internet presents CenturyLink High Speed Pitch. Worley, Cole Mentor. Worley always has been a guy that's going to throw a little bit harder. It's Justin Upton.
Good slider to start him.
So when you pitch with the starters and you pitch well, you sit with the starters.
Sit with them. Doggone right. Boy, did he earn the right to sit with those guys and then some.
A little scouts buzz today about his performance last night. When you get guys that see players at all levels all the time talking.
Yeah, some of these guys been around the game for 50 years or more. They were raving about Wade Miley, the way he threw the baseball last night. It's tough to get those crotchety old rascals to say good things about too many players. Boy, Wade Miley got those guys to light up when they talked about him.
Didn't get the inside corner.
Worley thought he had it.
Wade Miley so good last night. Hanging around with a breaking ball.
That was a slower curve ball.
Geico quote of the evening, Wade Miley. I wasn't real sure what was going on. It really doesn't matter. Starting, it really doesn't matter. Whenever you get the pitch, just go out and pitch. Keeping it simple.
That's awfully profound.
1-2 the count. Upton right back to the box. Worley knocks it down. Back at the ball yard, a quick reminder, if you haven't experienced a Diamondbacks ball game from a dugout suite, you're missing out on one of the best seats in the house. The dugout suite is located right next to the player's dugout and offers an unparalleled view of the on-field action. The suite includes in-seat food and side-seat flat panel TVs. There's also dates available in the suite, so call now, 602-462-4600, or log on to dbacks.com/suites. Pete Orr digs in and takes low. 1-0 the count. Looking forward to doing a game from down there.
I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Stay tuned for the announcement. Well, you talk about access. Hot shot, base hit, right field. Pete Orr, 3-4-9 in the major leagues this year as a part-time player.
Well, Josh got burned by a fastball down the middle again. And you're going to see this is a 1-0 fastball, just center cut right there. That's what's supposed to happen to those pitches.
And now Jimmy Rollins.
Looking for a ground ball.
Rollins flied to right field back in the first inning. Comenter, rare is the occasion that he rolls up a double play, including all of his time last year. Just 4 rolled up in his career, and what a career it's been for that man. Since 2001, where he ranks. Has an MVP on that resume in 2007. Pitches inside. That was the 2007. That was the year that he and Matt Holliday had a very close finish for the MVP. Very, very close. That's a fun list, boy.
Good changeup on 2-0. That one froze Jimmy Rollins. Strike one. Nice pitch. Rollins is geared up for a fastball and just doesn't get there, and he takes it for strike one. Good pitch.
Back to the bag dives Orr.
And this is a good count to run on, 2-1. And I would imagine Charlie Manuel looking to jumpstart his offense somehow, some way. When you're struggling to score runs, you've got to start taking some chances. You saw it in the first inning. Juan Pierre was thrown out stealing.
Pitch is low. 3-1 the count to Jimmy Rollins. 3-time All-Star and a Gold Glover in 3 years in a row in 07 through 09.
Big pitch here for Josh Coleman.
It's a rare ground ball. You get the man out front. That's all you'll get with Rollins running.
Boy, made a good pitch down in the zone. Got Jimmy Rollins to just hit a weak ground ball on 3-1. Got him to take a defensive swing. You can see he's none too happy down in the zone. And he just chops it right on the ground. An easy force out. Josh executed a big pitch right there. He needed that one. Hunter Pence was a strikeout victim his first time up, but he's still very dangerous.
Hunter loves this ballpark despite striking out back in the second inning. A career .350 hitter here at Chase Field. Boy, what a big acquisition he was last year for a team that was in need of a little bit of a kick to the finish line. Clutch hit after clutch hit when he came to Philadelphia. to right field. Upton going back to the wall. Upton leaps, and it's out of here. Angry with himself that he couldn't get to that baseball. Hunter Pence will touch them all. That is a 2-run home run again. A unique approach, but the results are there.
Well, probably to no one's surprise, it's a fastball down the middle. And there it goes. Just enough to get over the glove of Upton. And 2 big runs for these Philadelphia Phillies. And the way Vance Worley's throwing the baseball, you're hoping that's not too many.
Out front of a good changeup to Shane Victorino. Hill retreats, and he puts that one into his glove. So Victorino 0 for 2, a couple of outs in the air. That's quite a drive to right field. Upton, I think, grinded on himself a little bit. I'm not sure if I don't think there was any misplay at all there. I don't know how he would have caught that ball.
No, I think that was a good 3 or 4 feet over his glove. I don't think that one was catchable at all.
Ty Wigington, as that one is on the corner.
I think it might have been more wishful thinking than anything. He's back there. Yeah, that ball had plenty of distance.
0-2.
Probably more just disappointment than anything over the fact that it's 2-0 Phillies.
Tried to throw that high fastball again on 0-2. Wigington struck out looking back in the second inning. In the middle of a 9-game hitting streak. Curveball, fair ball on a hanging breaking ball. And into second he goes with a double. His 3rd double of the season.
This time another 0-2 pitch. This one just oh dear. I mean, that's putting a curveball right on a tee. 0-2 for Wigington. And to his credit, he hit it hard. Just about everything that Josh has been hit has just been something belt high down the middle. That time it was a curveball. Now you got to try to keep the damage to a minimum. You got to get that 3rd out somehow, some way.
High fly ball crushed to right field. Out of here. Nothing Philadelphia. As the home runs continue to sail out of here.
This time a hanging changeup. Belt high down the middle. So it's not so much pitch selection, it's pitch location. I mean, these things are just right in the center of the plate and belt high. Good news is it's still early in the ball game. But Josh Coleman's got to keep it right there now. Can't let this thing get away from him.
Bouncing ball, Hill with a dive. Comes up from his backside. Can't dig it out. Paul couldn't pick it clean, so that'll be a base hit.
Nice play there by Hill. He smothers it. Yeah, that's one Paul Goldschmidt wishes he could have back. Well, you hate it when one of your infielders gives you an effort like that and makes a play, and all you got to do is come up with a little short hop and you don't. Well, it really just breaks your heart as a first baseman. You can see he wants that. He wants that play. And unfortunately, when a first baseman, and it happened to me a lot, you can't come up with it. You just feel awful because you ruined a highlight film play for your second baseman. And also in this situation, Worley gets to hit in this inning instead of leading off the next.
1-0 the count. Worley reached on a fielder's choice back in the third inning. 0 for 8 this year. One and one to even things up with Juan Pierre waiting on deck. Again, 2.5 runs per game coming into this series. That's it. The dangerous Philadelphia Phillies. No Utley, no Howard, which has to be mentioned. I tell you, Lance Nix is having a night.
He's very comfortable off Josh Coleman. Double off the wall and a homer way over the wall.
Utley still on the mend. Swing and a miss. That will do it. But a couple of long balls off the bats of the Philadelphia Phillies. A little bit of swagger for the first time in a while in that dugout. Find out and learn how you can play right here at Chase Field by going to the interactive kiosk near section 111 during regular season home games. It's Kachinko, it's Gila River Casinos. It'll mean the world to you. Miguel Montero to lead it off. All right.
You ready for some offense?
Time to get something going.
You're going to need a bunch.
Miguel Montero leads it off. Miguel, the microwave.
What's going on there?
I don't know.
Because Vinny Johnson, remember the old Detroit Piston? Vinny Johnson, that was his nickname. He heated things up quickly. What's going on with that? Come on, explain that to me, Darren. Why is he the microwave? You gave him that nickname.
Yeah, I really didn't. I can't decide about it. Miguel the microwave. The first pitch to Montero. You know what? Here's what we're going to do.
What do you got?
We're going to base it on this at bat. Timing is everything. Found the sign. They held up the sign. If he has a really good at bat, makes a difference in this game, we'll call him the microwave for a week or so.
Well, here we go. Ding!
So
here's the microwave.
We'll wait and see. It's all based on this at bat, though. Pitch is high. 1-1 the count. Now he has, over the last season and a half, certainly heated things up with regularity. His arm has been hot the last season, that's for sure. Threw out Juan Pierre early in the game. Pitch is high, 2-1 the count.
Missed with a changeup up in the zone.
Wow, in his career, left-handers just 198 against Worley.
What's that tell you?
Good changeup command and pitches into lefties.
Yeah, here one comes. And he missed with it. Well, that one had some serious tilt on it.
3-1 the count. There you have it.
That's amazing against lefties.
The 3-1.
That's a beautiful fastball on the outside corner. And it's good for Miguel to take that one. You're not going to do anything with that one. You're only going to make an out on a fastball right on the outside corner. That's a perfect pitch.
Montero pops it up. Juan Pierre coming on in. Nope, he's not the microwave.
Never again.
So.
And he missed he got one right down the middle too, but he missed it.
So Montero erased. He'll get another shot at that one. The results will be different. Here is Jason Kubel. Kubel struck out looking back in the second inning. Jason had a great night last night, and he is starting to heat up. It's funny, too, against righties. He started this year really slowly, but he's a lefty that has always hit righties well. He has 9 hits in his last 21 at-bats against right-handed pitchers. Now we're talking.
Well, that's a pretty pitch. I mean, just painting the outside corner.
What do you do with this?
You take it. You take it, especially strike one. I mean, that's just a perfect pitch. That's doing it.
Sharp breaking ball inside.
Well, this guy makes you really glad you're retired.
Inside, 3-1 the count.
Well, he went fastball outside corner to Miguel Montero on 3-1. I would imagine he's going to try to do it again. He put it right where he needed to last batter. Let's see if he can repeat history here. He did. He went right back to that outside corner with the fastball. Made a good pitch again.
New man down in that bullpen, Mike Zagurski. That's over the outside corner. That's strike 3. The Diamondbacks made decisions today, and they shook up the bullpen a little bit. Joe Patterson, who needs to get back on track, will get a chance to do so and get back to his 2011 form. Mike Zagurski, the veteran who came over from Philadelphia, replaces him. Joe Martinez, with Jonathan Albaladejo designated for assignment. Joe Martinez can serve as a bit of a long man out of that pen.
Jonathan, we hardly knew you. Well, there's no back down in Worley, is there? I mean, he just goes right at these hitters. Let's go. Get in the box. Let's play.
He took the baseball in a pennant race last year and went 11-3 in his rookie year.
Which is pretty doggone impressive.
He hits bats, not a massive strikeout guy. You can see the pitch count so far.
He's only given up 2 hits thus far tonight, and other than that, not many balls hit hard. I mean, just very easy routine outs.
Goldschmidt protecting a fastball away.
but you can see his location is terrific tonight. And that's right to the outside corner at the knees. What are you going to do? And that's all Paul Goldschmidt can do with that, is swat it away and hope he makes a mistake here.
Big deep breath from Worley. Into the dirt it goes. Kind of looks like a guy, too, in a bench clearing brawl you might want to avoid.
He's going to take up some space.
Big old drink of water out there at 6'2", 240. Breaking ball.
Looks like he might be just squirrely enough to rip your face off.
Well, one of his hobbies is working on muscle cars. Has to work on in the garage. Bouncing ball. Ranging to his left is Wigington, and in time for the out. So far, so good for the right-hander out of Sacramento, California. Arizona Diamondbacks baseball is brought to you in part by Nissan. Go to Nissan now for our great offers across our full lineup. Visit ChooseNissan.com or your local dealer now. Back of the ball here. Boy, what a beautiful shot that is as we welcome you back. Juan Pierre leads it off. A 0 is now mandatory. Down 4-0. And Colementor goes to work and paints the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Way in at third is Ransom. 2 steps onto the grass. Outfield very shallow and playing the other way. Fouled off. 0-2 the count on Juan Pierre. Job. Aaron enjoyed playing that one on a hop. Played it very, very well. I'm told we've got a great trivia question tonight.
Let's hope so.
It's brought to you by our good friends and partners with AT&T. Who are the 4 right-handed starters to have 200 innings, 10 wins, and a winning record in each of the last 3 seasons? Bouncing ball. Goldschmidt makes the play and goes to the bag in time for the out.
Diamondbacks have won a couple in a row. Trivia continues to dwell on a losing streak.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder why that is, because returning to help with the trivia, a couple of members of the First round winning, Stanley Cup first round winning, Coyotes production
congratulations
team.
To the Coyotes. Oh, we got the production gang with us, huh?
A couple of them
got
coming
them back.
Coming
nice.
back on board. Jimmy Rollins takes a strike over the outside corner.
Sounds like Josh Weingrad, maybe.
It is Josh Weingrad. The 0-1. Curveball into the dirt. Well, 4 years, National League. I mean, there's just, I like the question. It's just 9 qualifiers. That's the only thing I struggle with. I mean, we literally would need to leave it on the screen the whole rest of the inning because people will forget. Oh, is it 4 years, 11 wins?
A lot going on.
The 1-1. Curveball misses low. 2-1 the count.
Well, I'll venture a guess. Roy Halladay.
Ah, good job. We got it.
We got it. That's it.
The 2-1 broke his bat. And in time for
nice
the
bounce back inning for Josh Coleman.
He needed that. Rollins continues to struggle. We'll just keep that up for the next 5 innings. We are Chase Field. The Diamondbacks taking on the Phillies. Fun times at the RamTrucks.tv pool. Great place to watch a game. We'll see you out there very soon. There's that question again. We have one of the 4. Tim Lincecum's got to be on that list, doesn't he? Oh, he doesn't. That one misses low and inside. Lincecum's not on that list. That's interesting.
No, he's not.
Seriously, I'm sorry. Does it seriously say winning record as well as 10+ wins as well as 200 innings? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that question.
That's ridiculous. And not that it's about me, but that's just a ridiculous question. There's too many qualifiers.
Well, you're just mad because you got one wrong.
Belted left field, Cody Ransom. Welcome back to the big leagues. What a run he is on. Four to 1 is the score. That's a Fulton Holmes homer, $150 to the Arizona Central Mountain Rescue Association.
Well, let's see if that jump starts this, what was a stagnant Diamondback offense, way back into the left field bleachers. A slider just hung right there, and Cody Ransom continues to stay hot. 2 of the 3 Diamondback hits belong to him.
Golly.
Just a nice, quick, smooth swing. Bang. Way out of here.
The 4th home run allowed this year by Worley. Ransom, who had an incredible year last year down in AAA, didn't translate in the major league numbers.
I remember a big home run he hit against the Dodgers here last year.
Oh, certainly. Off
of Clayton Kershaw.
You're exactly right, Mr. Kershaw. By the way, Clayton Kershaw could not be an answer to the trivia question.
He's left-handed.
He's left-handed.
Yes.
One of the 9 qualifiers. Did you see the small note at the bottom? And born in the state of Alabama. 1-2 the count. Inside, 2-2 the count. Well, Roy Halladay's on there.
Roy Halladay. Let's see who else it would be.
Rushed the breaking ball up there, clearly overthrew it. 3-2. Levon Hernandez. On the knuckles. Willie Bloomquist is erased.
Well, he just hurt Willie's feelings with that fastball in. That thing darted right in on his knuckles. Probably would have been ball 4 up and in. He wants to go away, but he misses up and in. Really can't lay off of him.
To the right side. That is a foul ball.
I'll tell you what, the right field line, Gold Glovers are making plays tonight.
Yeah, gobbled up down there. The Gold Glovers getting it done. Pitch is high. 1 ball and 1 strike the count.
And then there's Doc.
Tough go of it.
Yeah, he's having a rough night.
Doesn't look so good. Back to the screen it goes. 1-2 the count on Cole Mentor.
Oh, somehow that didn't get called strike 3. 2-2.
That did, right down the middle. 2 outs in the inning.
Oh, folks, listen up good. Bring your dog to Chase Field on Sunday, May 27th for Bark in the Park, presented by Pet Club. Dogs can enjoy a pregame parade on the field. Bring your pooper scooper. Before the D-backs and Brewers 1 o'clock game, you must pre-register your dog for this event. So call now, 602-514-8400, or visit dbacks.com/barkinthepark. You got to pre-register your dog for Bark in the Park.
Sure. Can't have unregistered dogs just running around here.
Yeah, just tearing up the field.
The 0-1.
Remember when you bring your dog to the park, folks. This is a major league facility. Clean up after them.
Even in front of the Brewers dugout.
In front of the Brewer dugout especially. There's the Desert Dogs. They're moving on to the next round.
So be kind to the visiting team.
And also, please remember when you bring your dog to the park, well, just know they really don't want to be here. They'd much rather be at home, laying in their little doggy bed, maybe outside frolicking, maybe chasing a rabbit out in the backyard.
The 1-1. Gerardo Parra toward the gap. It goes. It's down. Pence bobbles it just enough. Don't think he had a shot either way. So Gerardo Parra is 1 for 3 with a double. his second double of the year.
Well, Parra got a little cut fastball up. He got just enough of it to split the gap out there in right center. And then once Pence bobbles it a shade, yeah, that was all she wrote for Parra, and that'll go as a double. So Aaron Hill an opportunity to do a little damage with 2 outs. Big run out there right now. A hit now might get you right back where you need to be. Ooh, boy, that was right down Broadway for strike 1, and Hill took it.
Yeah, the selection probably made it tough. A first pitch slider, 0-1 the count. To the right side, and 0-2 the count. We have a play made down there, I'm told. We'll keep an eye. We're checking it in the record room, we like to call it now. Not the tape room anymore. There's no tape back there. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that one was just all over him. And I mean, drilled him right in the arm, but what that does is give Justin Upton a chance to represent the tying runs. That ball's just all over him. Drilled him right in the tricep, but being the pro that Aaron Hill is, he just goes right to first base. And now if you're Justin Upton, you want to make the opposing pitcher pay for that.
So a visit, a Diamondbacks rally, they hope. Let's take a look at a play we might have seen by a fan earlier. Let's see.
Oh, man, that's a nice grab. Absolutely.
And we approve of the gear he's wearing. I know that's a big issue for you.
I can't tell the gear. Can't tell. A lot of Philly fans around there. After a visit from Rich Doobie, the Phillies pitching coach, now Justin Upton, a chance to tie the ball game up or at least get his boys a little bit closer. Tell you what, when you got hit 0-2 like that, you almost thanked the pitcher. That's one less out you're going to make. Justin took a big rip, but it was just a very well-placed fastball. What's the location of this one? I mean, that is just perfectly placed on the outside corner at the knees.
There haven't been many chances, and the chances he has had, he's come up empty and walked 4 times.
Well, he paints the outside corner again. Ed Hickox has been a little wide tonight with the strike zone, and it looks like that one, boy, that's just perfection. It wasn't a wide call at all. It was right where it needed to be. 0-2 again.
Lays off a breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count on Justin Upton.
Another big rip at a fastball and foul back.
He came right after him again.
Sure did. No nonsense fastball, middle of the plate. Justin had a rip at it, and Worley knows he got away with one there.
One and 2 the count. Curveball. Really threw that one hard. I mean, threw it as hard as he could, and he just missed low and inside. He doesn't throw many curveballs. Maybe 1 out of 10, maybe. Justin probably not looking for another one. It's a fastball. It's on the ground. If it wasn't breaking balls, it was fastballs away. Just wasn't going to let him beat him. Cody Ransom beat him. He continues a fantastic run back to the big leagues.
And get home safe. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Back of the ball yard as Hunter Pence leads it off against Josh Colementor, the right-hander out there going back to work. We're in the top half of the 6th inning with the Phillies leading it as that one is over the inside corner. 0-1 the count by a score of 4-1. Pence struck out, hit a 2-run home run to right field back in the 4th inning. Phillies scored all 4 of their runs in that 4th inning. A 2-run home run by Hunter Pence, a 2-run home run by Lance Nix.
Tied him up with a fastball in there. Good pitch from Colementor.
Really playing Pence to pull. Goldschmidt way off the line at first. Pitch is high, 2-2 the count. I mean, that is truly, I mean, if there's probably just enough steps to get to the bag on a ground ball to short. He is way off the line there.
Not going to matter.
Strike 3 doesn't matter. Fielding first base. Didn't have to that time. We saw a play the other day I know you noticed.
Yeah, you got first and third and 1 out. And now you've got a young first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. He's got some options now. If a ball hit to me, what am I going to do? Well, you got Brian McCann, a slow-hitting catcher. Now, you can step on the bag and throw home. You can step on the bag and throw to second. Or you can do it the traditional way and just get the force out at second and get the relay. He made the right decision in doing that because Brian McCann runs so slowly. He could do it the traditional way, and that way the run doesn't score. If you step on the bag and throw to second, the run's going to score
in front of a tag at second base.
That's exactly right. So he had said that Lyle Overbay, and he had been talking about that. And it's a young first baseman coming through when he needs to. A good pitch there, taking care of Shane Victorino. I like to see a young first baseman learn on the job. You know, go ahead and pick the brain of an old crusty old veteran like Lyle Overbay. Now, if you've got Shane Victorino running, now you probably don't do it the traditional way. What would you do in that situation if you've got Juan Pierre or Shane Victorino running?
Well, you're going to tell me. I never played first base in the big leagues.
You probably step on the bag and go home.
Go home?
And go home. Try to cut down get the second out at first, go straight to home plate and get the tag play at home. but he knew who the runner was, and he knew he could get that turn. Gas.
1-2 the count.
And a mighty rip by Ty Wigginton.
Now, he doubled back in the 4th inning. Came around to score a run. The 1-2. Back to the screen it goes. We'll do it again.
That was a good located fastball right there. Mike Zagurski, welcome. Former Philly.
That's exactly right. Acquired last year during the regular season by the Diamondbacks by Kevin Towers. Thought about going after it, didn't. Zagurski replaces Joe Patterson on the roster.
Oh my, Josh Coleman piecing it together again nicely there, going through the heart of the order. Ballpark. Let's take a look at the tools of the trade. Well, presented by Dodge Ram. Juan Pierre's going. Says Miguel Montero. That's your Dodge Ram tools of the trade. Miguel Montero gunning down Juan Pierre back in the 1st inning.
Well done by you on the tools of the trade.
Don't call me a tool.
No, I certainly didn't. It's called the tools of the trade.
Oh, thanks.
I get more confident when someone praises you, as that one is lifted up into the seats. You have to believe in the read.
We got to commit to it.
You know?
And I did.
You did a pretty nice job. That was well done. Well done. I give you about, a good solid C+.
C+, thanks.
The 0-1. In on the hands. Is that a Texas leaguer? Base hit for the microwave.
That's right. That's his new nickname now. Well, that's what you need as you get late in the ball game. You need base runners. You're down 3. You need base runners, and Miguel pulls his hands in nicely and just muscles it out into right center field for a base hit. Worley wiggled out of a jam last inning by getting Justin Upton to ground out with 1st and 2nd. And he's right back into the stretch here. Creeping up on 100 pitches now. The next pitch is going to be number 100 for Worley, and I would imagine the bullpen's going to get going here shortly if it's not already for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Just starting to warm out there. You are right on it. 1-0 the count. Bullpen starting to move around. Goldschmidt waits for his opportunity. Last time out, Worley threw 102 pitches in San Diego. Start before that against the Mets, 99. First start, 78. So he has been ramping it up. Outside. The Diamondbacks saw him last year, not as a starter, but as a reliever. 3 innings, working at home, shutout baseball. It's been enjoyable to watch him work.
He's a good one. You can see he's a very confident young man. Well, it's easy to be confident with the stuff he has. Oh, there's a slider, or maybe a bigger slider. It's a good pitch, whatever it was. Swung on and missed. 2-2. As a hitter in this situation, you're just wanting to take care of your job, and that is somehow, some way, get on base. Ball 3. Well, he uses both sides of the plate really nicely, though, doesn't he, Darren?
Rarely the white of it, though. I mean, rarely does he come down Broadway. Jose Contreras, who pitches every day, warms in the pen. Got the call on the outside corner. He doesn't like it.
Well, that looked like that was a pretty generous outside corner. I think this ball looked a good 3 or 4 inches off the plate. Jason Kubel, none too happy. Yeah, that ball's plenty outside. That's a shame. That's a shame for Jason Kubel. That's way outside.
Goldschmidt, high fly ball right field, heading into the corner, and into the seats it goes.
Boy, for Jason Kubel, you work so hard to get to that 3-2 count, and then you get that called on you 3-2. For a hitter, that is extremely frustrating. So instead of first and second, nobody out, you got runner on first and 1 out. Big difference. Paul Goldschmidt got a fastball upstairs right by him.
Frozen. That looked like a strike, much more of a strike than the one thrown to Kubel.
That was right down the middle. Goldschmidt got caught looking for something off speed, evidently. I mean, he wants to go away with, that is right down the middle, and Goldschmidt took it. Well, that's frustrating as well.
His first of the season in the left field bleachers. It's 4-1.
Cody, fastball beat him inside. It's always a good day when you look up and see on that big scoreboard 556. Ransom fouls it back to the screen. This is the 5th inning. What did he pick on, a hanging breaking ball?
Hanging slider, boom, way out of here on the line.
Chandler High School, Grand Canyon University. Pulls it, backing up, flagging and firing in time for the out. 5-4 on the ground out. We roll on 4-1. Back at the ball yard, our Chaz Roberts air conditioning cool plays of the game. Great catches by our fans tonight.
Nicely done.
And, you know, it's always cool when you try, but if you're going to try, sometimes it might not come through.
Oh, down it goes.
Oh, boy. Chaz Roberts reminding you, getting hot out there, have that air conditioning checked. Call Chaz Roberts. And hair slicked back. He has been slick tonight.
He's been real good. The stuff, the location. Now it's up to Josh Coleman to keep the Phillies where they are.
Isn't it the same team with Halladay, Lee, and Hamels already in their rotation?
Yeah. And he got to find a way to solve Lance Nix. He has hit the ball very hard twice. One for a homer and one for a double off the wall.
I got an idea. 1-1 the count. Bouncing ball, and it's a foul ball.
This ball was killed here.
One and two the count. In on the hands, and he picks up a base hit. So our Nissan text poll, fun road trip back east to Florida, Washington, D.C., and New York. Nissan asked you to play along, and you are most excited to see the Marlins.
That new ballpark. You know what I'm most excited about? I want to see Steven Strasburg in Washington, D.C. I don't know if the Diamondbacks will catch him or not, but
one can only hope.
I want to watch him pitch in person.
I'm sure the governor has it all figured out next door. I bet you he knows how it rolls out. He could probably tell us the weather as well.
We're going to possible cold weather. You going to bring your top coat?
I'll bring my nice coat.
Oh, you think it's nice?
Oh, yeah.
I'll let you know.
By the way, a happy birthday. Oscar Soria celebrating a birthday today.
Happy birthday, Oscar. He's our Spanish language great broadcaster. As they say in Spanish, Feliz Navidad.
No. That's hot shot, base hit right field, Brian Schneider. Now, Feliz Navidad is that's Merry Christmas.
Oh,
isn't it? Feliz Cumpleaños.
Well, sure.
So I mean, I think that's what it is.
I'm sorry.
The thing about it is, he is such a gentleman. He would, if you wished him today Merry Christmas, he'd shake your hand and say thank you very much.
He's one of the nicest men you'll ever meet. Him and Miguel do a great job over there, along with Richard Saenz.
Yo creo que es el único que puede enfrentar.
Y entonces Brian Shaw pone el brazo en condición. Aquí estamos saludando a la gente que nos sigue en Fox. ¿Sabes qué? Pues están dando el tiempo a lo mejor para que venga a enfrentar al propio Polanco, porque Polanco no es el tipo de pelotero que luego vas a batear por él. Si metes a Polanco de bateador emergente, Miguel, es para que batee contra derecho o contra zurdo. Y entonces va al campo de juego.
Miguel Quintana joining him over there. Richard Saenz can also join him.
But happy birthday, Oscar.
Yes, happy birthday.
See, I'll just translate it back to English.
Gibson out to talk with Colementor. Shaw hustling quickly, getting ready. Kirk has been known to buy time and wait for the umpire to come out. Maybe ask him what he thinks he should do. The old Tom and Lasorda move. He's avoiding right now Ed Hickox. He's engaging Ed. What do you think I should do, Ed? Should I go get him? All right, I'll go get him. Step aside. More after this. 4-1 is the score. Cut fastball. A good one coming in. A question with 9 qualifiers. The 4 right-handed starters, 200 innings, 10 wins, a winning season, born in Iowa. Matt Cain, Justin Verlander, Jared Weaver, and Roy Halladay. Just Verlander. Very good question. As Shaw takes the baseball, he goes to work for the 9th time.
So you like the question now?
No.
No, okay. Brian Shaw in a large mess here that he's inheriting, and Placido Polanco most certainly going to be asked to bunt here.
The Diamondbacks bullpen dependable this season as a whole. Last night it blew up on one man in Joe Patterson.
I'm going to be very surprised if he's swinging away here.
Oh, no.
Well, that's why Cody Ransom was playing almost back on the outfield grass. I just don't know what he was being told, but now, yeah, now they're going to put a bunt. There was no bunt play on right there.
Interesting. Bunts it. Picked up. Better hurry. Nice play. Boy, he set his feet and really fired it there. Was not in at all a comfortable position and a long ways away to throw the baseball. Nice bunt, too.
Just a perfect bunt. You can't afford to let this see if it goes foul. You have to pick it up, and then he throws a strike over to first base and gets him. But now, big opportunity here to get some insurance for Juan Pierre. And this is a guy that's not going to strike out, folks. This guy is almost impossible to strike out. Not that it can't be done, but it just doesn't happen very often, does it?
No, it doesn't happen. He's only struck out twice this year, so they're gonna go ahead and play it in. I mean, really in. Look at Goldschmidt for a swinging situation.
Trying to take away the safety squeeze.
That one is rolled
good
foul.
Cut fastball there.
I don't know that I've seen a defense like that, Gracie. I mean,
I have not. That's asking to get your teeth knocked out if you're a first baseman that close on a guy swinging.
And I understand the other 3 cut of the grass, looking to cut that run down at the plate, but incredible spot. I mean, that's hard to understand. Let's watch it play out. Popped up, shallow left. Here comes Kubel, still coming. Slides it in the play. No, they say he did not make the play. They say he did not make the play. Now that did not drive in a run, though. Kirk Gibson's coming out of that dugout. He wants to talk about it.
Angel Hernandez on the call. It looked like a catch. This looks like a catch. Oh, that's a bad call.
That's a clear catch.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Jason. Yeah, that's an easy catch. I don't know what Angel's seeing there. Gibby's not arguing very hard, but this is a clean catch. Oh, that's an easy call, and it was missed. Well, that is a huge, huge break for the Phillies. Huge break for the Phillies.
So the base is full, a huge break, a ball that was caught.
Well, Jason Kubel having tough luck with the umpire tonight.
Pitch is up and away. So 2 outs, runner on second and third would be the situation right now. One and 0 on Orr. Belted into the right field corner. And instead, 1 run is in. Another run comes around. Pierre flying around. He is safe. And the Philadelphia Phillies, instead of an out and a catch in left field, blow the ball game open. Now, to be fair, Angel Hernandez didn't give up that hit.
No, this is just a cutter down and in, or just cuts it off and crushes it. And with Juan Pierre on first base, it's going to drive in 3. And now Philadelphia in cruise control.
Jimmy Rollins takes a strike over the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Philadelphia leads it by a score of 7-1. Pete Orr with a 3 RBI triple. Chopper and a foul ball. Rollins in the hole 0-2. Since 2001 as a shortstop, only Derek Jeter with more hits and more games played than this man. It has been a tough go of it lately, though. He's 0 for 3. Just got a piece of that one. Yeah, a little bit of extra support for that hard-throwing right-hander.
And then some.
The 0-2. Up and away, 1-2 the count. Cole Hamels, Trevor Cahill tomorrow, 12:40 first pitch. Infield all the way in. No television, catch it on radio. That's strike 3. Jimmy Rollins is 0 for 4, and he'll be racing to get on the plane. Racing. He's 3 for 33 on the trip.
Breaking ball. Way out in front of that one is Rollins.
I mean, he cannot wait to get out of anywhere out west.
He's had it put to him, hadn't he?
3 for 33. Tough go of it. Here is Hunter Pence. 0-1. So tomorrow when you come out, no television, you need to come out. You'll get a pretty steep discount. The Diamondbacks doing matinee pricing. I love that idea.
That's a great
like
idea.
when you go to a matinee movie. And unless Arizona rallies, you never know. That'll be the rubber match in this series. A good matchup, Cahill and Hamels. And tell them that Gracie and I said you get a discount.
And they'll give it to you.
They will tomorrow. Belted deep left field. Did he keep that ball fair? Oh, my goodness. Almost. Wow.
That ball was killed. Ryan Shaw left something hanging right in the middle of the plate. Looked like a hanging slider. I don't think this is a fastball. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Oh, Brian, don't do that anymore. You got away with that one. You see the power Pence has in that unorthodox swing. But it is definitely foul.
You know who was most stunned by that? The racing legends up there.
Well, they almost got hit.
Not done with that racing race. Tired of you losing.
It's no fun.
The 2-2. Outside, 3-2 the count. Three-run inning. Kirk Gibson went out to discuss what should have been called an out off the bat of Juan Pierre, but then give the Phillies credit. They knocked the door down. Now it's popped up and over our head. Kubel made a fine play.
He made a really good play. A run-saving play. You can see he's still frustrated. Felt like he got jobbed in his at-bat. A 3-2 pitch that was a good 4 or 5 inches off the plate. And then he makes a tremendous sliding catch to save a run. And they said it was no catch.
Back to the screen it goes. We'll do it again. 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Phillies. A run on 5 hits and no errors for the Diamondbacks. Now we'll next be on television for you in Miami at that brand new ballpark. Joe Saunders against Carlos Zambrano on Friday night.
I know you always get excited when Big Z throws.
The 3-2. Breaking ball, hung it up there again. Saturday night will be on television. Anibal Sanchez, Ian Kennedy. That's a real good one.
It's one of those wraparound series, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a 4-game series. That's exactly right. There's a game on Monday, radio only. Pops it up. Well struck. Center field. Parra finds it. And he puts it away. Jason Kubel thought he had helped the inning along, saying, I know you didn't always talk about my defense, but I made the play. No, not according to the umpiring crew, not that time.
For Diamondbacks Live, presented by CenturyLink, our post-game show, Jody Jackson alongside Joe Borowski. And Joe, I know you want to talk about the starting pitchers, and Josh Colementor knew going up against Vance Worley, he'd have to throw up some zeros, and he did that for a while, but ultimately he was victimized by the long ball, wasn't he?
Colementor came into tonight trying to build off the positives of his last start, and after navigating through the first 3 innings, he fell victim to the long ball. I'll break down his outing and show you exactly why. It was only a matter of time till the Phillies cashed in.
All right, thanks so much. We'll see you guys after the game.
Good stuff. Another forward tease there. We'll have to stay tuned now.
He does that a lot to us, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
That dastardly Joe Borowski.
Placido Polanco has moved over to third base. Ty Wigington is at first. The Philadelphia Phillies, in their last 8 innings, have scored 12 runs. And their previous 26 had scored 2. So maybe that last inning did have something to do with tonight. You never know. Willie Bloomquist. That one is down for a base hit. And it was Skinner on by. So Willie got to feel good. He had been struggling. Willie was 0 for 2 tonight. And 3 for his last 29 before that hit.
You can see he gave a sigh of relief. He rips that ball into right center field. It squirts past Victorino, and now it's a double. You just wonder if they've got enough in the tank to overcome a 6-run deficit. You don't have to score them all right here. You can try to get a couple or 3 here. Sure, it'd be fun to get like 10, but can't really expect that.
The numbers on veteran Jose Contreras out of the pen.
And for a guy that was born, Jose Contreras looks good for a guy born in the 30s.
Not just 40 years old. Into the dirt, that one goes. Roberts 2 for his last 21 on this recent homestand. 2 of 21. Trying to find a way to get things going. Takes outside, 2-0 the count.
Well, once again, you need base runners. Lots of them. You see the struggles for Ryan Roberts this year.
A fair ball. Roberts is on the move. Hustling on around. Roberts into second with a double.
Roberts just swats it right by Ty Wigginton. I'm sorry, that's Placido Polanco now. And a good start to the 7th inning, back-to-back doubles, and it gets back to the top of the order, and Gerardo Parra.
Oh, and 1 the count. Hit right center field. Gerardo hustling on around. He's got to get in there. The Diamondbacks trim it now to 7-3. They are thrilled to see anybody but Vance Worley out on that mound.
Well, you talk about a laser shot. This ball bounced on the infield dirt, and it still gets through the gap. That's how hard that ball was hit. Roberts scoring easily. Back-to-back-to-back doubles now off Jose Contreras. Where at this point right now, it's kind of showing his age.
6 doubles yesterday for the Diamondbacks.
Angel Hernandez speaks perfect Spanish, as well as Gerardo Parra, so I'm sure Angel's probably explaining maybe what he saw on the Kubel play. Now the Diamondbacks have gotten 2 back. Still nobody on, or I'm sorry, still nobody out. And a runner on second base.
One and 0 the count to Aaron Hill, who tonight popped up to second, walked, and was hit by a pitch. Takes low, 2-0. Hill in his last dozen contests hitting .325. And awfully patient with an on-base well over 400. That was after a real slow start. Let's put that slow start in the rearview mirror, though.
That one missed, 3-0. Well, the Diamondbacks doing what we said, Darren, and that is get base runners. Back-to-back-to-back doubles, and now one wide one away from having a possible big inning. Fast strike right down the middle, 3-1.
Charlie knew his guys could hit. It had reached the point where he hoped his guys could hit yesterday. Runner taken off to third, had it stolen. It's chopped foul. Gotta wonder why. Didn't we have a situation with Chris Young and Parr earlier this year?
Yes, you did. I mean, he had that stolen standing up, no question about that. But you just see so much commotion out there. It makes it tough to hit. Now, huge pitch here. See if Aaron Hill can keep it going.
Chase is outside. He goes down on strikes.
Boy, came back from 3-0. That pitch looked like it was plenty outside. But Hill chases it. And he's a strikeout victim. That is a huge out for Contreras, coming back from a 3-0 hole.
Runner goes again. He stole it this time.
Well, see, now it's not a bad idea. Now he can score on an out.
Right.
Now he can score on a sac fly or any ground ball to an infielder. And you get a run closer. So now it's not such a bad idea. And it's an even bonus now because Justin can take that pitch and it was ball one. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's not such a bad idea with one out. Now you score on an out. Justin Upton gets the RBI. And you've answered the Philadelphia Philly 3 in the top of the 7th with the 3 of your own. You still got an out to go, and Charlie Manuel's going to make a move. Seven to 4, still in the 7th inning, and if you're hitting the road like we are, take the Diamondbacks with you. Fox Arizona's coverage of the Diamondbacks. I'm going to start over. That was terrible. Are you hitting the road this season, Darren?
Yes, I am.
Well, take Fox Sports Arizona's coverage of the Diamondbacks with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.TV today to see every Diamondbacks out-of-market game live online on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit dbacks.com to order and get more details. MLB.TV, baseball everywhere. I'm ready to throw up.
Antonio Bastardo goes to work. Fabulous read.
Gosh.
As Miguel Montero digs in with 2 outs. It's a great app. Check it out on your iPhone or iPad.
Just don't listen to me.
1-0 the count to Montero. Miguel pops that one up and over our heads. And that is a souvenir. Opponents hit just 144 against Antonio last season.
Looking for more base runners. Still got set. Oh, boy. Ed Hickox. Calling another questionable one, this time for Miguel Montero. Looks like it might be up and out. Man, what's going on back there, Darren?
Pretty similar pitch. That one a little further out. 2-2 the count. Lefties 1 of 4 against him this year with a walk and 3 strikeouts. Miguel has hung in there respectably against lefties. Pops that one up. Jimmy Rollins is there and he puts it away. Arizona rallies here in the 3rd inning. They make a ball game of it. Fighting along. Ryan Roberts, Willie Bloomquist, both guys that need to get off the schneid. Parra with a base hit as well. 7-4 is the score. Nice job in the back room, Matt, Eric, and Ernie. And a good-looking welcome back music video. Zagurski with a Z at the top of that letter. He's been waiting to get back up here, and here he is. Unfortunately, Joe Patterson had a tough go of it. Mike, Nebraska-born, makes his home in Clearwater, Florida. Pitched in the big leagues only 4 times for Philadelphia, but a Philadelphia Philly for his entire career. Matter of fact, was part of the Phillies organization from 2005 to 2011. In that trade, Adam Worthington was sent to the Phillies in November as part of a player to be named later.
What's going on back there, Darren?
Can't speak to it. That's what has gone on in the big leagues for the left-hander. Pitched at the University of Kansas. Inside. Zagurski with a 103 opponent's batting average in 6 games out of the bullpen. 3 for 29 opponents. And that's right there over the outside for Mike. High fly deep deep left field. Shane Victorino has homered on consecutive nights. And homered against left-handed Arizona relievers, unfortunately. This time, it's Zagurski.
Well, that's a tough way to make your 2012 debut if you're Zagurski. A tape measure shot to Shane Victorino. Fastball right down Broadway. Good night. Now you have to wonder if the Diamondbacks have enough to get back. You can only take so many haymakers before you get knocked out.
Big swing underneath that breaking ball, though. And that one is put away out there. He loves his ballpark. You felt seeing some lefties he may hit in this series. It's been later in games. But Shane Victorino with a base hit. Right on over that wall. Here's the man they call Chooch. Carlos Ruiz.
What's that mean?
I haven't researched the nickname. I just know what they call him. Oh, and on the count to Carlos Ruiz. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on a breaking ball. Ruiz gives that one a ride, but that one is playable.
Well, now they're just saying boo.
So he is erased. A couple of flyouts to left.
And hitting for Brian Schneider, number 15, John Mayberry Jr.
John Mayberry now. He pinch hits for Schneider. Tough go of it this year. 9 of 44, a couple of doubles, hitting just .205. Breaking ball is inside. Pops that one up, right side. Paul Goldschmidt puts it away, but Shane Victorino launches for consecutive nights a bleacher finder.
1 year ago today that D-backs pitcher Ian Kennedy and his wife Allison welcomed to the world their daughter Nora Rose. It was part of a remarkable and emotional 48-hour stretch for Ian Kennedy. Caught a flight with a team back in New York, got back here in time to see the birth of his daughter. Then he went out on the 25th of last April and got his first ever career shutout against the Phils. So they said they had a little celebration today because Papa's got to get on the road tomorrow. So Nora Rose, 1 year old today.
That's good stuff, and congratulations to Ian and their family. Chad Qualls goes to work, former Arizona Diamondback closer at one point. He has fit in very nicely in Philadelphia, PA. He was a Padre last year.
Well, Chad Qualls has had a lot of success in his career pitching in the 8th inning, the 7th inning. Just his 9th inning is not really his cup of tea. And that's what happened to him. He also had an injured knee in his time with the Diamondbacks. But one thing he brings to the mound every single day is awfully good stuff.
That's never been in debate. He said he felt like he had to maybe prove one more year again that he was healthy. Had to look pretty hard for a job this winter, but found one with Philadelphia. I mean, last year in San Diego had a 3.51 ERA. So respectable. As that one is up and inside. As the Padres made moves and moved players out and trimmed the payroll and trimmed the roster, Qualls was deemed expendable. In San Diego, anyway. High fly ball, well struck for Kubel. He deserves that one. It's out of here.
A lot of frustration let out on that one.
Boy, his second home run in as many nights. He had a double and a homer last night, 8-5. Fulton Holmes homer. $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association.
Just a sinker that stays flat and up, and Kubel smashes it about 5 rows deep over the head of John Mayberry, Jr. that is. Unfortunately for the Diamondbacks, they keep scoring, but they haven't been able to put any zeros on the board late in the game, so they're still on the comeback trail. Here's a guy needs to get it going. Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul has been battling it. Strikeouts. He's been caught guessing quite a bit, even including Sunday, Gracie, in the game against the Atlanta Braves. Just kind of fighting himself a little bit right now. Hit a home run on opening day. And that is his lone home run. Down he goes with an angry Qualls sinking fastball. Paul is 0 for 4 tonight with a pair of strikeouts. Cody Ransom fouls that one off. Go find your hitting coach when you knock one out of here.
That's exactly right. Like we said, some frustration let out on that. He was the victim of a couple tough calls, both in the field and at the plate. Nobody can take anything away from you when you hit it in the seats, though. Diamondbacks down to their last 5 outs. Let's see if they can get a little rally going.
Ransom had one up in the zone. 1-2 the count. As promised earlier in the telecast, it is Miller time. Cody Ransom. 1-2 the count. The 1-2. Chased up in the zone. Qualls didn't want to throw it there, but he'll take the strikeout.
Shortstop, Willie Bloomquist.
Willie, first pitch to the right side, up and into the seats it goes from Qualls. So the masked men, the Phillies masked men, have gone ahead and they've added tacos to the top of their masks.
Or is that a cheesesteak?
Oh, you're right. It is a cheesesteak. I apologize.
Wisconsin has cheese heads. Philadelphia has cheese steak heads.
Well, and they have for years.
Very true.
I can remember back in the days of Steve Carlton, Mike Schmidt.
The cheesesteak heads.
Cheesesteak heads. All gathered around.
Richie Ashburn, Robin Roberts, and the cheesesteak heads.
Yeah, they know how a TV camera works, too.
Yeah, they see the red light, don't they?
Certainly do. I mean, those are that's looking like about a 7 3/4 melon too.
There you
At
go.
least.
There you go with those melons.
At least. The 1-2. Down goes Willie Bloomquist. Jason Kubel's had a frustrating night. A catch that should have been an out. A pitch that shouldn't have been strike three. He just took care of his own angst that time. WAG students with Aspiring Goals program designed by law enforcement classes at Liberty High School, and also members of the Peoria Police Department in attendance tonight. Part of that pilot program that recognizes the scholastic and interscholastic achievements of local 7th and 8th grade students. The students with Aspiring Goals, the Swag Bunch, and the Peoria Police Department, we're honored to have both of you here at the ballpark tonight. Keep it up, guys. Happy anniversary, honey. I'll be home after the game.
Well, as a Phillies fan, he only gets so many chances to come out and watch his team. But
hope he enjoys.
His wife doesn't think he's very big league at all.
Hope he enjoys petting the puppy when he gets home. Because
on the couch.
it's going to be the kitty cat and the dog and the hamster out there, but out on the couch with the remote. 1-1 the count. The Phillies are certainly glad that he loves them more than his wife on their anniversary.
Well, he's probably thinking, man, I am going to have some kind of a back and neck ache tomorrow morning because I had to sleep on the couch. And I'm going to have to buy some expensive gifts. What's going on with those glasses down right in there? Don't know what happened there.
It's an outfielder.
I see the telestrator's not very big league.
The 1-2 is lifted to left field. Over to make the play is Jason Kubel. Well, aren't those Major League outfielder shades? You know, you flip them down when it's sunny.
Flip glasses? Quite possibly. Oops, there it is. There, wow. Telestrators.
What happened over there to the telestrator?
Telestrator is way too smart for me.
I
need the old school telestrator.
Here's Jim Thome.
There's our guy, Jim Thome, one of our favorite people in the world.
He takes a pitch at his inside. You had a chance to catch up with him before the game. A great interview on our pregame show. Huge shift defensively, the future Hall of Famer is looking at.
605 career long balls. And Zagurski goes back-to-back strikes. I'm sorry, 604. I just got gubbed.
Pitch hitting stuff, he said, isn't it?
Says very difficult, especially for a 41-year-old man.
Check out FoxSportsArizona.com. That interview will be on the website by tomorrow that Gracie had with Jim Thome. Good stuff. And we appreciate you coming here and doing it.
Some pretty good hitters on that list. Goodness. Gas right by him. And he'll go back and see if his name's called for tomorrow's game.
Second baseman, Freddie Galvis.
Now, he has played a couple of times at first base this year, correct?
Yes.
So he's had 3 starts at first base. Maybe, just maybe, if you come out to the ballpark tomorrow, maybe you get a chance to see Thome have 3 or 4 at bats. That could be a real
Good
treat.
reason to come to the ballpark.
See a future Hall of Famer, see Cole Hamels, see Trevor Cahill try to deal with him. And a guy who was a DH for a long time realizes to get his 3 or 4 at bats, he may have to play a little first tomorrow. Hopefully that'll happen for you fans in attendance. And Gracie and I promise there will be a discount if you come out. Some matinee pricing going on.
Just tell him Gracie sent you. And Darren.
And check out the interview as well online tomorrow. Two and 1 the count.
Oh, my goodness. What's going on out there, Darren?
Don't have the answer. I do that. That's a pretty lively arm on the left-hander. I know he'll tell you he's made some mistakes. The mistake he made to Victorino, but Jonathan Papelbon warming in the pen. 3-2 the count. Enjoying watching him work, Zagurski.
Well, the stuff plays at this level. He's throwing in the low 90s with the fastball. I like what I saw at him against the left-handed hitter that he faced. He carved up Jim Thome.
Off the end of the bat, fly ball into left center field. There we go, Jason Kubel. Having a good night, despite having some calls go against him. An 8-game hitting streak, a nice play. Jonathan Papelbon coming on. The All-Stars tonight, Hunter Pence, Lance Nix, Shane Victorino, all three Philadelphia Phillies. Big nights offensively, all of them with long balls. And just when it felt like Arizona would get closer and closer, the Phillies would knock one into the bleachers. Jonathan Papelbon comes on, the veteran closer, the right-hander, looking for his 6th save of the year. Has done a fine job against both right-handers and left-handers. 1 home run allowed this season. 224 career saves. Signed a lucrative contract this winter with the Philadelphia Phillies, leaving Boston behind.
Well, one of them's going to have bragging rights here in about 3 outs.
And leading up for the D-backs, pitch hitting for Mike Zagorski, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Talking about Bishop Kenny High School out there in Jacksonville, Florida. Must have been a high school buddy of Papelbon's.
I'm sure he does remember him.
Don't know if he does or not. A.J. Pollock digs in. Got that first big league hit last night. And by the way, Mitch Riggin, our fine director, ran into A.J.'s mom and dad. And literally, truth be told, they were leaving early this morning.
Oh, yeah, like I said.
They had already planned on leaving. They were thrilled that it happened before they went back home.
They got a week's worth of newspapers to pick out of their driveway. Got to let the dog back in.
The 1-0. Little ground ball out to short. Jimmy Rollins on across. Pollock is erased.
Center fielder, Gerardo Parra.
We always had to take a strike when we were down 3 in the 9th inning.
Did you have to?
I mean, even like Sammy Sosa and Ryan Sandberg and Andre Dawson, down 3 in the 9th. We always had to take a strike.
Here is Gerardo Parra. No taking a strike there. 0-1 the count. You remember that walk-up song he used to have walking out of the bullpen, that Dropkick Murphys Irish-sounding song, shipping up to Boston. Well, he had to get rid of that. When he's at home now, he trots out of the bullpen to Allison Chains. Man in the box. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Split-fingered fastball. 4-time All-Star. Finished second in the Rookie of the Year voting a couple of years back to Justin Verlander. Outside from Papelbon. 2006 runner-up for the Rookie of the Year award. Blows him away, a ground out and a strikeout, and now Aaron Hill.
Second baseman, Aaron Hill.
That one dives outside. Hill has seen Papelbon a bunch from all his time in Toronto. 4 hits in 18 at bats with a walk, 4 strikeouts, so a .222 clip. High fly ball right field. The Phillies return to their winning ways As that one is put away, they also, Philadelphia does, find their offense tonight. Arizona drops back to an even 500 at 9-9, while the Dodgers and Braves right now are tied at 3-3 in the 7th inning. Big night tonight for the Phillies offensively. Tough night tonight for Josh Comenter. Some positives in the end for the Diamondbacks, but in the end they come up short. Phillies 8, Diamondbacks 5. Post-game show to talk about it is coming up after this commercial break.